Okay, let me try this again. I made this video once already, but my sound went out, so I just had to do it again. So let me just make this a touch up. The name of this video is called Why Men Cheat. And I'm making this video for one of my special friends because I told her I'd make this in thought of her. So let me begin it with this. A lot of people ask, why do men cheat? Well, have you ever just sat and thought about it to yourself? Most people would think that men cheat because they just like the chase. That is a good analyzation. And that is most of the truth. Most of the times when guys cheat, it's because they miss that chase. They miss that thrill of going out and doing whatever they want to, like being able to, you know. Because it's a certain feeling to be single and being in a relationship for so long. Many people just they urge for that feeling. They fiend for that feeling. And then another reason may be because the women that they're with may push them towards cheating. And when I say that, don't be confused because it's happening right now, and it's happened before. It's happened to me, and I'm sure it's happened to you. And if it hasn't happened to you, I'm sure it will one day. You know, have you ever been in a relationship where the opposite just constantly accuses you of doing something that you have not done, or is just so filled with jealousy and anger to where they just don't trust you? You all know what I mean. Because those relationships are so abundant and it's just so frequently seen. You know exactly what I'm talking about. A relationship without trust opens the door for so many different things to come in and invade the home. Because a relationship is just like a home. And that door is trust. You know, a lot of people will say it's the foundation. Well, yeah, it's true. That it's part of the foundation too. But you all as together, that's the foundation. The door is you all's trust. And when there is no trust, anything can come in. I think you all would agree with me with that. And then without that trust, you know, anything can come into that relationship and make that man, you know, not in the right mind to focus on the relationship that he is in. Let me give you an example. Let's just say you constantly accuse your guy of cheating, and he constantly tells you and tries to show you that he's not, and he's all for you. But you're just so sure that he's cheating and not being committed to you, to where you just keep accusing him over and over and over. So the guy in his mind, he's going to think, okay, there's no point in me being faithful. There's no point in me trying to do right. So they do wrong, and that's just how it is. A lot of guys they think, okay, what's the point if I'm always being accused? And you got to think about that when you're in a relationship. You bet it's not good to constantly accuse somebody without evidence. Because in my own personal experience, I went through that same thing, and the relationship just ended on a bad note because that person didn't trust me the way they should have. But it's okay because you know you have to go through the bad to get through the good. And then a lot of people, a lot of women out there I see, they in relationships where, you know what I'm saying, like they constantly go back to the same old flame that just dogs the, excuse my language, shit out of them. Why would you constantly go back to somebody that's gonna do you like trash? You've experienced this thing over and over again. Not even just with him, with other guys. You know what it feels like to be at the bottom of the bottom and the low of the low. This guy constantly cheats on you. Why would you go back to him? You know, oh, his ride is this, his house is that, he got so much money. Forget all that. If somebody not being faithful to you, why be in a relationship in the first place? I see a lot of people in open relationships. What's an open relationship? You dating whoever you want to date, your opposite dating whoever they want to date. That's not a relationship. That's just a word that you decided to throw in the conversation that day. That's all it is. A lot of guys out there actually get in relationships, and the second after they get in them, they think to themselves, why did I do it? Why did they do it? You know? And it's just something that's common between so many young men. They just think a little too much. They think that if they actually agree with the female to get in a relationship with them, that things are gonna change, that they're gonna feel this, that they're gonna feel that. But in most cases, that's not what happened. If you're not feeling a certain way before you actually get in a relationship, then 9 times out of 10, it's not gonna happen afterwards. And when I say that, here's an example. Me and this girl, we've known each other forever. She's attractive, I'm attractive, we get together, and it's just not what I thought it would be. She fine, but it's just the fact that she's my best friend, that it's just not working out. Just 'cause that's just how it is. Um, you know, it's best to ask these questions when you're in a relationship to make sure that cheating is not one of the things that invades your home. Ask that person, what do they have to offer you, and make sure those are the things that you want in a relationship. Because if those two things are not set, then you all jumbled up, and it's just not a healthy relationship. And cheating is the number one cause of relationships being broken up. And on top of that, lying. You know, trust kicks cheating out the door. If you have trust in a relationship, then in my personal opinion, I believe cheating it won't even be in the conversation. You will not be questioned, because trust is like the most important thing. It's the foundation and the door to your relationship. Keep it strong, and let me know what you think.